This quiet small town in southeast Oregon is like thousands of other rural communities across America. Strung across the nation, towns with a few thousand people are the vertebrae of America's backbone. They create a quintessential image, from Norman Rockwell's cover art on the Saturday Evening Post to the popular catchphrase of Garrison Keillor about strong women, good-looking men, and above-average children. We adore rural America. Like most small towns, our Southeast Oregon community is made up of local businesses, schools, and government agencies. Here, Boise, Idaho is the nearest major city, and it's a 3.5-hour drive away. So it's no surprise that kids spend all day and travel hundreds of miles to play rivalry teams in football, basketball, and lacrosse. Yes, lacrosse makes the list of our Southeast Oregon town. Just how did lacrosse get started in Burns? Let's let Coach Richard Roy tell us how it all began.
One day I happened to be getting practice equipment out for football practice and noticed a 55-gallon drum filled with lacrosse sticks and lacrosse balls. And so I picked up the stick and picked up the ball and started playing what is called wall ball, basically just bouncing the ball off a wall, catching it. And the kids saw me doing it and they're like, "Coach, did you play this?" I said, "Yeah, that's what I played in college." And then one of the Paiute kids on the team told his dad, and then he approached me and said, "Please teach us our game."
Please teach us our game. Our game referred to a ball and stick game. Variations of this field hockey-like game was played by native cultures throughout North America. Its origins are somewhere between 500 and 1,000 years old. Today, the Burns High School has adopted the Paiute Indian name Nadzitzika for the lacrosse team. Just what motivates a Burns lacrosse player to sit for 6 hours or more in a stiff bus seat to play teams that have more students in one class than the entire student body of Burns High School? Let's let the players tell you their story.
Well, it was actually my 6th grade year. Coach and a couple other guys were playing lacrosse, playing wall ball outside my middle school, and I saw them playing and it looked fun. So I went out and started playing and just picked it up since then.
I moved to Burns in the 8th grade and was looking for something to do, and I saw this guy at lunch and he was talking about lacrosse, and I was like, "Hey, I've seen that on a couple movies." And so I was like, "Well, I'll try it," and showed up and couldn't ever quite leave.
One of my favorite sports is basketball, and lacrosse is a lot like basketball, so
it's really fun to, get a bunch of athletes out there and see what we can do with the game. So
I've been playing about 2 weeks. So far, I really enjoy the team bonding stuff.
I'm very excited. It's the first game of the season and just ready to get the season started.
No championship belts, no grand prize, just the reason you rise and strive to overcome. It's not about
possession.
We're about 3A, and they're a little bit larger than us, but I think hopefully it'll be good for us.
Good, very good, really good.
The game between Sherwood and Burns was like a modern-day David and Goliath story, where David, a.k.a. Burns, was given the opportunity to face the behemoth Sherwood. It's also the story of how small rural communities like Burns come together and provide opportunities for their youth so they can face the Goliaths of the world.
Lacrosse is taught in PE in Burns. We've probably put through the high school program probably 30 or 40 kids through the high school program. And one of our things that we try to do is get our kids to play college ball, college lacrosse somewhere. So after this year, we will have sent, I think, 7 or 8 kids to play college lacrosse back east.
Here in Burns, and like many communities across America, its residents work for the BLM. People like Richard Roy do more than work for the government. They are committed to public service and service within the community. BLM employees are the vertebrae of America's backbone. Oh, just in case you were wondering about the game, Sherwood won the game and Burns won the spirit of BLM.
in everyday life, keep fights materialize. No championship belts, no grand prize, just a reason you rise and strive to overcome.